Lost souls, oh, and I know it. Fucking with the old ones, you won't get fucked over.
Well, hello YouTube, this is the Badass Mojo, and today I'm going to be going over a build that you can use if you love Ashe, actually. You can use it on any Warframe that allows you to do a finisher, but Ashe is the king of finishers because his ultimate is a giant finisher. So, yeah, the build I'm talking about is Arcane Trickery build. Basically, Arcane Trickery, if you guys don't know how they work, every time you do a finisher attack, if you have a full set, if you have 10 Arcane Trickeries installed on your Ashe, or any of Ashe's accessories or any of that, you can get a 10% chance of going invisible for 20 seconds. So every time you ult somebody and you kill them with your ult, not the tick damage, not the damage over time, you know, like the slash damage, that does not, like, trigger it. The actual damage, like the damage from your finisher, if it manages to kill somebody, you have a 10% chance of going invisible for 20 seconds. So, right now I have 2 sets of Arcane Trickery on my Ashe. One of them is on the Sindana, basically allows me to get a 10% chance out of 100 to go invisible every time I kill somebody with this, with his 4th ability. And I also have another Arcane Trickery set on his helmet. So if you look at his head, that's another set of Arcane Trickery. So, this is before the update. We have not received it yet, but you can still do this after the update if you're on PC. So, yeah, basically I have 20% out of 200 chance of going invisible for 20 seconds, and I'll show you guys what I mean by that. And basically this build allows me to not build for duration, because if I keep going invisible with the Arcane Trickery, because it gives you a guaranteed 20-second invisibility, and it refreshes every time you land a finisher and you manage to trigger again, it will basically replenish your 20 seconds, so it'll go back to 20 and it'll count down again. Basically, you can be invisible if you're lucky, because it's all about luck. If you proc it, you go invisible for 20 seconds. Mind, this invisibility counts as invisibility with Ashe. So if you mark somebody after you're invisible from the Arcane, it will cost you less. It will cost you the amount you would if you go invisible with Smokescreen. So I have a build for this, and this is all damage build, and if you look at it, it's actually really, really cool. This is all damage. I have negative duration. That's why my smoke screen only lasts about 5 seconds or 4 seconds, which is not a lot, but I'm relying on Arcane Trickery, and I'll show you guys how it works. So a lot of damage, a lot of damage. I can take this off and basically have no duration, but I want to have some duration, because and when I do have this duration, it allows me to have 4 seconds to mark first to the when you go invisible in front of enemies, you can mark them really quickly and mark them and kill them, and hopefully while you do that, the Arcane Trickery triggers. So if I don't do that, it will cost me a lot of energy to mark a lot of people. So yeah, that 4 seconds basically allowed me to mark somebody and hope that my Arcane Trickery triggers, because it's all about your luck. It's all about your It's like a dice roll. You roll it and you hope for the best, and you basically try to get it. And also the build I have basically allows me to get it over and over, because it does enough damage to where the enemies actually die with the abilities damage, because I'm doing 8,000 base slash damage, and it damages for 3,000 and something over time. For 10 seconds, 10 times in 9 seconds, because that's how much damage it does. Because every time you do a finisher or put a mark on somebody, it will do initial 8,000 damage, or your base ability damage as slash damage, and then it will do 47% of that over 10 seconds 10 times, or 9 seconds 10 times. So yeah, that bleed damage, if it kills somebody, it will not trigger Arcane Trickery. So, to show you guys how this works, I will spawn in a couple of enemies. Or I'll spawn in a lot of enemies, actually. I will have them level, 20s, because I just want to show you this guy, the way it works. Okay, so, I have a little bit of range so I can mark everybody and not have to lose my marks. So when I go invisible, I basically mark everybody and it costs me less energy. If I were to mark them while invisible, look, my energy is just going down ridiculously fast. That's why I need to go invisible for those 3 seconds to mark everybody. Okay. So when I activate my ultimate, if it kills somebody, it will have me 20% out of 200% chance to go invisible for 20 seconds. So if I release my ability, I basically, if you look at my 90s, it will keep resetting if I get lucky enough. And it reset again and again. And it reset about 5 to 6 times. So yeah, I basically got 5 out of 20 people that basically made me invisible. To show you guys how it will work against like a couple of enemies, or like I'll spawn in like 8 enemies and show you guys how it works. It's all about numbers. It's all about your luck when you have this. So I have 6 enemies, and if my math is right, one of them should give me a chance of going invisible. Unless I'm really like bad on luck, then none of them should give me. But yeah, if my luck is good enough, one of them should basically allow me to go invisible. So yep, that's the one. It just made me invisible so basically for another 20 seconds I'm invisible, and I can mark as many as I will within that, and it'll basically allow me to mark for less energy, and I can re-trigger it if I get lucky enough and basically be invisible the whole time. So my invisibility with smokescreen doesn't matter at all. Like, it does not matter. I mean, obviously for that first initial mark it does matter, but like it's not needed. And I have a really fast weapon. Really fast. It's not the weapon itself, but the mods on it, because I have a ribbon for this weapon. Basically allows me to have my animation for the clones really fast. So I have a lot of attack speed. I have a lot of attack speed this and this ribbon mod that I just got. So yeah, I have about 110% or 115%. Actually 120% attack speed, so my clones are actually twice as fast when they do their thing. I have another build where they're twice as slow, and it looks a lot cooler, but it basically, I mean, it does the same thing. It has the same chances and stuff, but it's really slow. I mean, I can show you that too. So if I go to my throwing weapon, it has a ribbon with negative attack speed, and also I'm using a negative attack speed mod. Spoil strike, negative 20% attack speed, and this ribbon, negative 53% attack speed. So negative 70% attack speed, and show you guys how this works. Same thing, same odds of me triggering this. So go invisible, so I would mark them for less. So I have them all marked, and I'll show you guys how it works. And when I re-trigger it, my marks will kill people. And one of them proc the Arcane, basically. So I can go invisible now. I'll be invisible for another 18 seconds. It procced again. So yeah. Basically, this allows you to go invisible. You can use it. I mean, you can do the same thing with one set, but having 2 sets is kind of an advantage, because you have basically 2 10 chances of going invisible. 2 10 chances of going invisible. And you don't have to worry about duration. Build a lot of damage so your marks actually kill somebody, because your mark have to kill somebody in order for it to trigger. So yeah, this is the build, and hopefully you guys want to try it out yourself. You can do as you like. You can do it on any other Warframe too, so like getting a Loki and go around doing finishers. You can just do Ash and Dagger build. I mean, depends on what you like. So like, finish them with my melee, and it still makes me go invisible because it counts as a finisher. Anything finisher, basically. Yeah. Radio blind, any ability that allows you to do a finisher, it works with it. So, I mean, Ash, I use it because I love Ash, and Ash's 4th ability basically is a giant finisher, as I said earlier. So, yeah, this is the build. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and you have a wonderful day. Peace, and this is not like this. Bye!